welcome back to my channel. This is Sweet Achille. Oh, I'm so excited to see you all today, and I hope everybody is doing wonderfully well. In today's video, we'll be making Kontomere flour. Yes, spinach stew, aka Palava sauce. Now in Ghana, we use cocoyam leaf for this recipe, but I just cannot get my hands on cocoyam leaf, so spinach does the job just perfectly. Okay, now if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. But before you leave, be sure to become part of the sweet team by clicking on that subscribe button right now. While you're at it, hit that bell so you'll be among the first to be notified when I upload a video. All right, sweet team, here too. Now let's get started. So for the ingredients, I have some Agushi, which is melon seed. In here I have some cumin, anise seed, rosemary. I have some shrimp powder. I'll be using 2 medium to large onions, tomatoes, habanero peppers, ginger, and garlic. I also have some homemade tomato sauce. Okay, I have my parboiled meats, which is turkey, beef, and willy. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and grind my agushi, and I like to do it dry because my blender tends to steal all my agushi if I add water. And see how nice and smooth it is. Yes, so we'll set that aside. At this point, I just chop up my onions and I add my habaneros, ginger, garlic, and the spices to it, and I'll go ahead and blend it. Then I'll set half of it aside, and the other half I'll add to my meats with some water. Then I'll add some shrimp seasoning, chicken seasoning, and some salt to taste. Cover it and let it cook for about 10 minutes. I slice up the other onion and set it aside. Then I chop up my tomatoes and blend that and also set it aside. At this point, my meat is doing well, so I'm going to go ahead and cover it and let it cook for about 10 more minutes. Now I start my stew by adding some palm oil to my pot. Then I add my onions and I'm going to cook it for about 5 minutes. Then I'll add my blended up ingredients and cook it for an additional 5 minutes. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my tomato sauce and my fresh tomatoes and cook it for an additional 10 minutes on medium heat. Okay, and I added some water to that. Then I add my beef stock, and at this time I taste for salt, and it is just perfect. At this point, I add my shrimp powder, and I'm going to cook this now on medium low for about 5 minutes. Next, I wash my spinach by adding some salt to the water, and I wash it in my salad spinner because I think it cleans it very well. Now I'm just putting everything together, and I'm going to take the stem off. It does not look pretty in your stew. Okay, Jimofan. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and prep my agushi, which is the melon seed that I grinded, and I'll set it aside to swell, because once you add water and you let it sit, it's gonna get even thicker than this. Okay, at this point I'm going to add the meat to my stew and let it now cook on medium low for about 10 minutes, and our stew is tasting so good. Alright, and look at the agushi, it's nice and it's thick, so we're going to go ahead and put it in our stew, and the heat should be on low, and I want it chunky, so that's why I made it so thick, and I'm just dropping it. Then I'll use my spatula to drag it to the bottom, so this way it will cook chunky and it will look almost like egg. Okay, so we'll just let it cook while we cut up our spinach. Okay, I just rough chopped the spinach and it is ready. And what I like to do is to move my pot from side to side while I'm cooking my agushi so as to not disturb the stew by stirring, and this is the results that you get. So be patient with your agushi and cook it on low heat so that your stew doesn't burn in the process of cooking your agushi. Then we add our spinach and we're going to cook it for just about 10 minutes, and then we'll stir it up and our stew is as good as done, because we do not want to overcook our spinach. But we'll cover it halfway and let it simmer for about 10 more minutes and we will be ready. Look at the chunks. But if you don't like the chunks, just dilute your agushi a little more and just pour it over it. No stress. Don't stress at all. And as always, I'm going to keep what I'm not going to eat in my freezer for later use, okay? And I will be enjoying my spinach stew today with this tasty ripe plantain. Oh my goodness, it was delicious. But the family wanted rice, so that is exactly what they got. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele. Thank you so much for subscribing. And to the sweet team, I love you all so much. Until I see you in my next video, stay safe, keep loving each other. And guys, ke onamini ochemi sweet mahabotu. Bye y'all.